my hand shaking when I grabbed the rusty screwdriver. 3 things I hate: my boss, entitled neighbors, and people who ghost. Last week, all 3 showed up at my doorstep, demanding rent money I already paid. My boss, Mr. Henderson, the king of corporate backstabbing, sends an email demanding I explain why my Q report was underwhelming. I busted my ass, pulling all-nighters fueled by stale coffee and pure spite while he vacationed in Cabo. Then Brenda from V, the resident crybully, starts leaving passive-aggressive notes on my door about my disruptive late-night computer use. Disruptive? I'm a freelance coder, genius. That's my job. The final nail in this coffin of despair came from Gary, my landlord, who suddenly claims he never got last month's rent, even though I have the cashed check right here. Henderson wants my report. Brenda wants quiet. Gary wants my money. They're all trying to pull a fast one, I just know it. I spent all night stewing, caffeine burning holes in my stomach, plotting. Henderson's report sits on my desktop, corrupted. Brenda's prize-winning petunia's a distant memory, replaced by strategically deployed weed killer. Gary's prized vintage car collection, let's just say a few of his tires developed sudden, inexplicable flat spots. Each small victory felt good, a tiny spark against the overwhelming darkness of my impending eviction and probable firing. But it wasn't enough. Henderson kept pushing, Brenda escalated to calling the cops about noise complaints, and Gary threatened legal action. That's when I saw it. The one thing they forgot. Gary's security camera footage, conveniently pointed at my parking spot. Henderson's office boasts a state-of-the-art surveillance system. Brenda, bless her vindictive heart, streams her entire life on Insta. I spent the next hours downloading, editing, and cross-referencing every single damning piece of evidence. Henderson bragging about sabotaging a competitor's project. Brenda admitting to calling the cops on a neighbor for breathing too loud. Gary boasting about creative accounting to his golf buddies. I compiled it all. Dumped it on a burner USB. Walked into Henderson's office, plugged it into his pristine machine. The whole department watched as his condescending face contorted into pure panic. Then I dropped copies at Brenda's doorstep and mailed one to Gary's lawyer. The silence in the office was deafening, then came the whispers, the pointed fingers. Brenda was doxxed within the hour. Gary's property went into immediate foreclosure after the footage surfaced. Henderson fired and publicly shamed. They never saw the second envelope. The trap worked perfectly, placed, shined, shoe shine. They did, it was already the trap.